Alrighty then, here we are. Hello, and welcome to the Train Buddy Shop. We're going to do a few engines today. Not sure which one I want to pick. Let me see. This one looks like it's been here a little bit longer. And it is a Athearn Genesis. Oh, this just has a problem. This is not some special deal here. It says the front truck is not picking up power. So let's check on that and see how that works out here. We're gonna open this baby up and see what's going on. And we'll show you how to disable or how to troubleshoot. I didn't mean disable. How to troubleshoot the locomotive. So let's put the paperwork and stuff down away from us. Get this sucker out of here. So typically when things are not picking up power, it's usually a wire that's loose off of the front. So we'll see how that is. The easy way to check and test is with a meter. So we're going to get the meter out. We've got one here. Put it down on the table where you can see it. So this is typical of a multimeter. We're looking for this little symbol here that looks like a little speaker. It shows up here in the display also, and that is a continuity checker. That's what it does. Some of these multimeters don't have that on them. So again, if you're looking for it and it's not there, it may not have it. Once you put it on that, then test it by touching the leads together, and you should hear a high-pitched beep when the two leads are touched together. Now what that says is that it's like a wire, like these two things are conducting. So electricity is all about conducting. We're going to put this in a cradle so we can put it up on its top like this. And now we're going to test. What we're going to test is to see if there's continuity now between the two wheels. There should be. Okay, see there's two wheels. Okay, now test the continuity from here to here. Well, guess what? There's continuity there, which says that it's coming through here, going up, around through the wiring, coming down on this side. Okay, let's test the other side. Well, there is some, right? Uh-oh. Nothing. All right, let's test this side. Well, there is some pickup there, but it's not coming to this side. So we don't know whether or not it's from here up through or from here up through, but what we know is it's this side. It's the engineer side? Well, it depends upon which way is the front. There's the front, right? So this is a long nose first, Southern, so it's on the engineer side over here. So the next thing to do is to, well, turn our meter off, right? And then let's go ahead and open this up. So the hard part for a lot of people is figuring out how to open an engine up. In this particular case, it looks like we can. You can look at the documentation. It looks like we're going to have to take the couplers off. In today's engines, many of them are that way because even if they try to put something else in place, the couplers are the most positive. Is that a word? Is the piece that's going to do the best. This has got plastic couplers on it, so we're going to remove those couplers. We're going to replace the couplers while we're in here. Put some good ones on. The screw's not coming out. All right. Let's try to unscrew it with the pliers a little bit. Just doesn't want to release. Oh, that's because it's in the top. Wow. Okay, there. I finally got it up. All right, take the coupler pocket top off. Oftentimes these come through the front, so pushing it out of the front would be an easier way to get to it. It's being difficult. Being difficult. There we go, finally. All right, now let's do the back. Hopefully this is all in view. Yeah. All right, and I'm doing this in real time, and again, you can skip ahead if you want. Just trying to get it open. Again, we'll replace those plastic couplers. All right, now let's see if we can get the top will just fall apart here. Yes, look. Ta-da! Just gonna fall off of there. Whoop. This has got a top that comes out where the turbocharger is. But we need to get to where we can see the wiring and see it coming through the wheels. So what's going on here? Oh, I have to take the whole box out. Okay. I have to take the whole box out. So we're going to push the box out through the front. Alrighty. Come on out of there. Wow. There you go. So this box, and notice that it's got a lip on it, and that lip goes like this on the front. Same thing on the other side. So let's see if we can, that one will come out easier. No, it's being a pain. See if maybe there's some piece that's holding it up. No. It's just in there very well. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's means that it's going to hold the shell on. Okay, now let's pull the shell off. There we go. Now the shell's coming off. I'm going to be careful with it because usually there's a whole bunch of wire. Look, see, a lot of wires coming for the lights. Okay. All right, now we're not going to do anything with the decoder. We're just going to test for the wheel. So here again, we're going to get our meter. All right, we're going to turn it back on for continuity test. All right, test again. Make sure that everything is working. We get a little beep. And now we're going to test from the wheels. From the wheel, so we know it's on the driver's side, so the engineer side. So that's on this side, right? Engineer side up to the decoder. So here's where they come into the decoder, and there's a black piece of plastic on that. Right, so I'm going to put that on there so I can get a hold of that, and we're going to test to this wheel. Nothing. Oh, that's working. Okay, so it's not that one. It's not that one. I'll put the black piece of plastic back on it. There you go. Now we're going to test on this piece of plastic. Move it off a little bit. Right? Test from here down to the wheel. Nothing. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's go from this wheel to this wheel. Well, okay, there's nothing wrong there. Did I pick the wrong one? Maybe. Yeah, let's go again from here to here, here to here. All right, let's try from this wheel, right, to the top. That works. From this wheel to the top. From this wheel to this wheel. From this wheel to this wheel. There you go. Got something. That's a little weak, but we got something. Okay. Well, it was working. Now it's not. All right, let's try across the board from here to here. No, that's good. All right, turning off our thing. Not quite sure what's going on there. It could be the fact that these are just slide-ons, right? So the slide-on crimp mechanism is not working too well. We've got some other wires dangling out here. Let's kind of put this back on before we get too involved here. This is a brand new engine. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. Back to our continuity check again. Checking from here to here. Works here to here. Nothing. Go back again to the inside. Go from this to this. Now I can't really get to it without sliding this back. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a chance and say that it's probably in the little slide back tabs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the board out completely. So I'm going to pinch this back like this and pull the whole board out like this. And let's look at each one of these connections. Taking this out. Well, that looks pretty good. You can see the wire. See the wire coming out here, right? It's not like there's not enough wire. We can add some more wire to it. Let's go ahead and just strip some more off there. Yes, my chair squeaks. I have to fix my chair. I'm going to have to put something on it. All right. Now I got a lot more wire. Okay. Let's put that up through there. Now another way to do this would be to solder this, but again, just want to get it done, and again show you kind of what it takes to troubleshoot some of these things. Come on. Not quite sure how they do this in the factory. Okay, we got that on there, and I'm going to go ahead and add the clip back on. Interestingly enough, the clip goes opposite of the way the other ones go, but that's okay. Now we're going to go ahead and slide that on. Come on. And as soon as we do, what happens? The wire comes out. Okay. Try to hold it with my finger as I slide it on. Find the right orientation of the slip. Man, I could have had it soldered by now about 4 times. Get on there. All right, it's on there pretty good. Now let's do the other one. Afraid to take it off. Really won't get it back on again. Well, again, that one looks pretty good too. I don't see anything really wrong with that one. Let's go ahead and put this back on. So maybe it's down on the bottom, maybe it's on the trucks. So we're going to, by looking at this, we don't see anything wrong there. All right, so let's clip this back together again. Put this back on the top. All right. Make sure we don't have anything bound in there. Any wires getting caught up. And one wire on the one side is getting caught up. All right, now got it this way again. Let's test. Doing our test, right here to here, nothing, right here to here, right. So again, we still don't have anything going on there. So it must be in the truck itself. So let's take the trucks off. I'm going to actually look up on the inside in here and see if I can see anything. See if I can see any wires that are missing or flopping back and forth. I'm looking up on the inside. Let me kind of shine a light on this and see if you can see what I'm looking at. Got my little handy dandy light here. Let's see. So up inside of here, I'm trying to see if there's a wire. Now, I don't really see any wire there. Okay. On this side, let's see. I don't see any wire there either. I thought that there was a wire that came down to the trucks. Sometimes you can see a wire that goes down. There it is. Okay, so there's, well, you can't see it. I'm looking in the viewfinder. There's a wire right there. Can you see it? Tilt it up here. See if I can look through the viewfinder and see it. Yeah, there's a wire right there. Now, let's look on the other side and see if there's one there. Well, it's harder to see. There's a wire appears to be a wire right there. So both the wires look like they're on. Let's go ahead and take them off one at a time. I'm going to take this one off. This one looks like it's got a better connection on it, so I'm going to take this off. So now we got to take the bottom pan off of the truck. So we look to see how that's put on there, and it looks like there's little side hook and loops on the side. Now we're going to get a small screwdriver, and the size of the screwdriver makes some difference here because you got to get underneath it. So I'm looking. I see the pins right here. And then I may have to get out my special flashlight here. Okay, so there's pins and hooks. Pins. This is one I have not seen before. Oh, okay. So the end pieces looks like the end pieces come down and they go around the top right here. So what I have to do is I have to pull these two side pieces out like this. And this is a little bit different than what I've seen before. These are newer engines for Athearn, and many companies, you know, as they have problems, they try to fix it by changing the design, which is good. Of course, changing the design is not a cheap process, and they spend an awful lot of money changing something only to find that it's worse. As I said today, I can't say that I'm excited to see the new layout, because the new layout just brings with it some new problems. So we were talking about at one of the clubs. All right. I don't really see the edge to this. All right, when all those fellows look at the documentation, he said. So let's take a look, see if we can see something in the documentation that's going to tell us what we need to know. Some pretty pictures. All right. Shows the power truck. Ah, see the bottom clip here. See, the bottom clip shows the little loops, hooks and loops are at the corners, at the four corners. All right, that's what I needed to know. All right, so not much different. It's just where they are, is you can't really see them too well. They're kind of hidden. So let me take a look here and see what I need to do to get in there. Okay, we should be able to put this in the end like this and pry out a little bit and then pick up to get it clear. Same thing on this end. Yeah, you can't see what you're doing. I can't see what I'm doing either. I just know where they are. I'm just hoping that I can get it with the... I did on this side pretty easy. I just put it in there and it just pulled up. But maybe that's why I can't get this one, it's because I pulled the other one up. See if I can do the little screwdriver trick. Okay, that one's kicked. There we go. All right. See if we get that one clear. Come on. There we go. You see it pop? All right. So that popped on that side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. That should be easier because we could put this in there. Maybe not. Let's turn this around. You get to the back end. There we go. You get about 3 out of the 4, and the other one usually kind of pops out. All right, now we're in. All right, you have to do that in order to pull the side frames off, because that's what we want to do. We want to pull the side frames off to look inside and see if the connector is on the metal piece. You have to do that because, like a lot of the newer ones, Cato actually started this a number of years ago. This has pins on it, and those pins go down through these slots, and they hold the trucks on. The early Athearn and many other companies followed suit. The trucks just pulled, or the side frames, which is what this piece is here, the side frames just pulled out, and so a lot of people would lose the side frames, and then they wouldn't stay on. And again, so this is why they put these little pins down in there now to keep these side frames on. This is the side frame I want off. and not sure why it's not coming off, other than the fact that I'm not pushing hard enough. But let's get a bigger screwdriver. Get one that's got a blade on it that's thick enough. There you go. It's thick enough to push on that. All right. Taking the side frames off. So you saw me get that, and there's the hole that those pins goes down into on the side frame. All right, now let's take a look up here and see where we are. Okay, that doesn't help much. The piece of metal, I thought the piece of metal was going to be outside here, so, and many of them it is. It's not there. So let's take a look and see by pulling the gears off, or the gears and the axles, wheel sets off. All right, we have to pull this other side frame off too to get that. To get access to it. So there's the other side frame. Oh! Guess what I found? This side frame doesn't come off because it's attached with a wire. This one, ta-da, is broken off. And here's where it would go, right there. All right, so mystery solved. That's what we got to do. Now it's been shrink tubed, so we've got to cut that shrink tube off. All right, can you see any of this? I guess you can. So we cut the shrink tube off right there. Let's get the soldering iron going. Now I got to find the wire. Where is the wire? Where did it go? It's up in there somewhere. So you may say, well, how did it work without the wire being connected? Well, oftentimes they're kind of connected. They're loosely connected. I'm going to take the top off, take the shell off so I can find that wire. Wow. Okay, so what just fell out? Oh, wheel set fell out. Okay, but here's the wire, all right? And it goes, oh, I see it. There it is right there, all right? That's what I need. All right, and it's connected in through here, right? Through the weight, and the weight is holding it in. So let's take this piece of weight off. Let's see if I can take that screw out. So not in the viewfinder. Here we go. Taking this screw out because here's the wire coming out of the end of this. Right? Let's take the screw out. You may have to take both screws out to get this weight off. You may have to take more than 2 screws out to get the weight off. We're hoping. Ah, there it comes. Look! Is that cool or what? So it goes down through a series of channels. This is new to me too. It goes down through this channel like this, right? And then goes down into the on the wheel set. So here's the wire that we need, right? And we need to get some off the end of it, so we can use our stripper. Right? All we have to do is just take a little bit off the end. We just want to nick the end off it. Now, here's part of the problem, right? It's got to go through there. It's got to get soldered onto the end of this, but we also have to have a piece of shrink tube to put over the end of it. So let's look at what the appropriate size of shrink tube is, right? And it looks like it looks like 1/16. So the 1/16 shrink tube is appropriate for this. So let's cut a piece of 1/16 off. That's more than we need right there. Okay, and you see how that neatly fits over the top of that, right?